We've had a lot of great feedback on social media this week. Kenya's political stalemate continues as the country grapples with post-election tensions and deep political divisions. Sierra Leone is set for a March 27th run or vote for president after two leading candidates failed to secure a 55% majority. And Egyptians are casting their ballots with only two candidates in the race. Incumbent President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi appears to be the clear-cut favorite. And so this leads us to our question of the week, in which we asked, why are there often challenges with some political transitions in Africa? So let's start here with a tweet from King Chroma, who tweets, actually, over the years, transitions were very difficult in good numbers of African countries. And even up to now, we're still seeing some clinging onto power at the detriment of the masses. Henceforth, I think good numbers of African countries are now transitioning peacefully. We have another tweet here from Robert, and he says, the problem is that incumbent heads of state are obsessed with retaining political power for life, where the constitution is considered a paper adjusted any time to suit their interests, and the national army personalized, and the rule of law is a dream far from reality. Our last tweet is from Martin Noel Behande, who tweets, they lack pre-organizational and planning strategies with Africa. Many leaders struggle much on how to oust leaders and do not plan on how to manage transitions. The question of what shall we do when we get there is always left out. The short sight is we remove the regime. That's it. Now to our social media comment of the week from Facebook fan Omonua Okogba from Nigeria, who writes, yes, most of the time there are huge challenges to political transitions in Africa because the leadership qualities of the incoming government is usually suspect. In other words, the populace does not trust the electoral process and the willingness of the incoming government to protect their legitimate interests. Let's go now to our last comment from Facebook fan Nora Osende from Uganda, and she writes, most countries in Africa operate with semi-authoritarian regimes which are very good at holding multi-party elections while at the same time making sure that the core power of the government is never affected. They hold elections, but the regime is not going to lose those elections. They manipulate state institutions for their own ends. There is no respect for the law and they don't work through institutions.